Now here we're going down the Italian market, and you can see a lot of quaint stores all along here. And this has been around for a long time, and one of the popular areas of Philadelphia. Just to see the different stores, to be around here, it makes such a big difference. And it's like really popular hanging out here too. So a lot of people really enjoy this. And you could see the different stores down the street. And usually on an evening, it's very crowded, very busy, and it's very popular for people. Here's another view of the Italian market. Just see wonderful homes around here that are also made into stores. That is very normal. Everyone has like apartments above the stores, and that's what's expected around here. So we'll take a view in the middle of the street too, just to see what it looks like. See the different stores that are down here to give you a good perspective of what's going on. You can see here pizza, and then we'll take a look back to where we were. Here we are a little further along on Ernst Street, almost at Washington Avenue. That's kind of like an area that separates South Philadelphia from Center City, but 9th Street, or the Italian market, continues from South Philadelphia on to Center City too. And really, when you think about it, it's just an artificial determination that a lot of realtors made, calling Center City different than South Philadelphia. But this region, or this area of the Italian market, is very well known in Philadelphia, and it's one of the tourist things that people really like to do, just to go down here to have a cannoli or have some Italian food, and it's a very popular place to be. We are at the intersection of Washington and 9th. You can see here, it's like such a great little intersection. Anastasia, or Anastasi's Seafood, and all the other little shops that are around here. And as we continue down, people see more and more of what Little Italy is all about. Closer view of the rest of the Italian market on Washington. And if we turn to the right, looking east, you can see what's there. And then if we turn to the left, you can see the rest of the Italian market area. And here, turn a little further left, you can see the western side of the street and some major development. But boy, has Philadelphia changed over 30 years. Even this area has changed over 30 years. But now, as I mentioned earlier, it's a big tourist attraction around here. Now in the middle of the day, it's not so busy, but in the evening, really packed. On weekends, really packed. Here we're past Washington Avenue. We had just crossed the street that I'm turning to right now. Very busy. But now we're on another part of the Italian market, the more northern part, the busier part. But still, the Italian market, very popular with everyone. Some more views of the Italian market here, you know, and all the vegetable and fruit stands. A lot of people come here from all over just to relive memories and also just to buy really nice food. So we'll take a look at some of the quaint homes that are around here too, hidden because they're on the side streets. But very nice homes to live in. And about 30 years ago, these homes were so cheap, $30,000 each. Now they're about $400,000 each. But this has happened all over the East Coast, where the home prices have skyrocketed and neighborhoods have changed. 30 years ago, most people wanted to live in the suburbs. Now, many people, they want to live in the center of the city just to avoid the expensive costs of commuting and the loss of time. Here we go. Caruccio's Meats, one of those quaint little shops that you would expect in the Italian market area. Something that people really like to go to. how many times you get authentic meat now. Everyone just stops into the supermarket. Why actually get authentic meat? And there are more examples of some of the quaint homes in the Italian market area. Let's turn again, see more of the Italian market. Isn't this great, just seeing everything? And there we'll go take a look at Caruccio's Meats again. Isn't that cute? There we have a tortilleria and all these other local shops that are so popular. And then fresh cut pasta at Toludo's. So there's so many cute shops around here. Now, as we go further and further north, it's going to become less and less the Italian market, only because like there's a certain part of 9th Street that's the Italian market. And here we're looking south. You can see all the awnings covering the different stands and like showing the different shops. And that's typical, where you have all these people and all the stores with the different shops selling fruits, selling other things, but that's what people expect when they come down to the Italian market. So there we have more of a store selling fresh meat for people who might like it, but these days you don't see many stores like that. I think mostly because it's just not profitable. But here, people are willing to pay a premium because they come down here on purpose to buy the fresh meats, to relive their memories. But in general, I think the supermarkets are much, much more efficient at processing the meat and just serving the meat fresh, but in a more processed, more institutionalized way. You can see how beautiful this shop is. And all the other restaurants that are around here. You can see here, Villa di Roma. Welcome to the Italian market. The view of Canulli Brothers, how nice it is. Another shop, Claudio's. One of those shops that you don't see often, but they're having different specialty foods. And as I said, specialty foods, that's more difficult for stores because you have to establish a clientele. And people coming to the Italian market, that's what they want. But in general, though, specialty foods are more of a difficult sale because usually they're much more expensive and they cater to a more rarefied taste. And here, Mayor Rizzo in the Italian market. That's a mural of Mayor Rizzo. Very, very popular in Philadelphia. He's kind of like, just imagine in New York, Fiorello de LaGuardia, or the mayor of Chicago, you know, who was around for a long, long time. Another view of the beautiful shops along 9th Avenue. Here we have Anthony's Chocolate House and all the other shops that are around here for people just to sample the different foods. It's a really great thing just coming down here and trying out the different shops that are here. It's kind of like walking back in time when you're down here, like in the 50s and 40s, the time when people kind of knew each other and kind of lived together very well. Of the beautiful shops that are here. Isn't this amazing seeing this? How tightly packed they all are, but yet catering to the general tastes.